Martali, 79 Lincoln Street. I don't know if I can really refer to this. It's on matters technically referred by the president, but I'm gonna still address it anyway because it's on there. This is dealing with housing in Pittsfield, dealing with minorities in blighted areas are being discriminated against, naming the Morningside and West Side of Pittsfield. You have real estate management companies, landlords, and they all have participated in, with the city, neglect of 70% of the homes in these areas, namely Cavalier Management and Dula Real Estate. Cavalier Management Holdings, owned by Richard Altman and Adam Hirsch. Dula Real Estate, Thomas Hamill, Alana Bashar, and also Jason Bashar, all have neglected properties in violation of orders and codes of the city and state, and I have provided records there for that. And of such, just to get on Mr. Jackson's case and the situation as far as RAF funds, is Berkshire Housing funds that come from government. You know, there's supposed to be certain things in place as far as the city check and guidelines to make sure these homes and stuff are habitable for these landlords, these people to get this money. What they're doing is for 5 years he lived in uninhabitable conditions at 6880 Union Street. That building hasn't been inspected by the city nor any type of inspection for 13 years, but yet he's getting Berkshire Housing inspection papers with no names and no dates. And also facing eviction under duress. My own issues dealing with 7779 Lincoln Street, where I'm at 79 Lincoln Street. Basically, there were no fire alarms, multiple issues with the premises, dealing with things, and also conflict of interest is where looking through paperwork, Thomas Hamill is a social signatory for Dula Real Estate, but he was also the person that represented the person that owned the premises beforehand and sued them in foreclosure to take the home. I think that's a major conflict of interest. Even dealing with the building on 68 to 80 Linden Street, it was appropriated a $4 million loan on the buildings with 11 other properties. When you put those properties together at that time frame, you do the math, logically, those properties only come to about $2.9 million. So they're inflating certain things here for property to basically get property, but not take the equity to put back in the property, and setting us up as creditors, or especially the elderly or disabled, to get that money and not put it back in there to leave them at fault. And mainly a lot of these buildings haven't been inspected in the city, and there's been a problem with the inspections. We have a fire that happened over here on Lincoln Street. On the fire report, it says that it's checked off, it has smoke detectors. But if you read the fire department report, it plainly says that people from the outside had to let the people in the inside of the home know there was a fire in their home. So obviously there wasn't no smoke detectors. You know, what are the regulations? There needs to be something to clean this up. Just Lincoln Street alone, most of the homes in the late 1800s, early 1900s when they were built, 20 years from now, what are they gonna be? You know, sorry to waste your time.